Hello and welcome to Elvinley Railways. I've made a few videos about my 009 layout Limbach, which I made a couple of years ago. I've taken it to a few shows and quite recently I bought it back from one and a signal had come loose and various bits, and I thought, wow, I'm probably just going to leave it at home now because I don't want it getting damaged. So I thought I'd make a very small 009 layout. Well, I've gone very small and made a little book nook layout. It's not finished by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got to this stage, so I thought I'd show you, and I thought I'd show you how I made it. I've been quite interested in book nooks. I've got one for Sarah and my sister had got one. I thought they were great little things, especially when they were lit up in the dark. And I thought it'd be possible to make one in 009, because I know the Quarry Hunslet will go round very tight curves. So I basically got this box from a charity shop, used some Celotex for the base and cut out the back. I stretched a piece of Pico Flexi Track into a circle, which it didn't like very much, but I forced it into that shape and glued it down. Then I started painting around the track and put some scenic bits onto it. I used bits of card which were scored and distressed at the bottom to make the doors. And the doors were fixed to these gate posts here, which were from a Wills kit. The tops were 2 beads from a set of beads. The little bridge was just made from little bits that I had lying around and some 009 sleepers. This little arch and other bits of the scenery were made from underfloor insulation board, which breaks up really nicely. Just break it into little layers. And then I used various bits that I had lying around, bits of brick paper and bits from an Airfix kit, which I'd recently bought. It was like Airfix Country Inn, but it would have been too big for this little layout. The story is that the landlord of this pub loves his trains and his vintage signs, and so he's got a little railway going around the garden of the pub, and so it's kind of believable that you could have a very tight railway going round, a bit like Teddy Boston did in his church yard, that kind of thing. That mess that you can see there is the wiring, and there's details inside as well that show through the window, and there you can see the lighting shining through. Here you can see how I've done the roof, which is made from strips of thick paper, which is scored and cut into strips. I've made it purposefully so that it looks like it's sagging. I did make a smaller layout than this, which was Bescheiden, but that was in HOF, and that's a scale I've had a lot of problems trying to get things to run nicely. They run for a bit and then tend to stop and need a lot of cleaning. Here you can see where I've scored the tiles for the slates. There you can see where I've cut it into strips. Just basically offset them each time and make them up like that. I've just used bits of old sprue to make the framework for it to sit on. You don't have to model the back of it or anything because it's very low relief. It's nowhere near finished. I've got loads to do on it, but it's at a point now where you can kind of see where it's heading. I'm probably going to put a lot more trees around the back of it, I would have thought. And I've got some that I took from Limbach because there were far too many at one point, but I can't find them, so I've got to search for them. But yeah, it's looking quite effective when it's lit up. And there you can see some of the detail inside, some of the people. Hardly had any space in that room to fit anything in, but that's quite effective, I think. I'm just running it from batteries at the moment, but it'll be more controllable when I run it from a controller. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.